Hey guys, it's Danny, and today I am making some clean and delicious Italian wedding soup with escarole. Now this is a great meal to add to your weekend meal prep because you can make it on a Sunday, have it as your Sunday dinner, and then use the leftovers for a warm, delicious, satisfying lunch all week long. So I'm gonna start by making my meatballs. I wanna keep this soup extra lean, so I'm using 1 pound of extra lean ground turkey, but you could also do that by using ground bison, extra lean ground beef, or even ground chicken. To that, I'm gonna add 1/3 cup of finely diced onion, 2 cloves of crushed garlic, 1/3 cup fresh chopped parsley, and remember, since these meatballs are gonna be really small, you wanna chop up your ingredients really fine. 1/4 cup of grated Parmesan cheese, 1/4 cup of whole wheat panko breadcrumbs, an egg, and then 1/2 teaspoon each of salt and pepper. I'm gonna get my hands in the bowl and mix this all together. Now you wanna mix this just until you have everything incorporated. Then it's time to roll up the meatballs. Now I like to take about a tablespoon and a half of the meat mixture. You could certainly go smaller than that if you had the patience, but I would not recommend going any bigger. Just place that right on the palm of your hand and then top it with your opposite hand and start rolling, and you will see you'll form this little meatball. You're gonna keep going until you've worked through all of the meat mixture, and you're gonna end up with somewhere between 45 to 50 meatballs. At the stove, I have 1 pound of escarole that I've washed and chopped up. Now, if you can't find escarole, you could also make this work with some curly endive or even some spinach. And if you want to learn more about escarole, make sure to go back and check out my Escarole 101 because I cover all the basics in that video right over there. And on the stove, I've got a nice big 5-quart pot with 12 cups of low sodium chicken broth coming up to a boil. Once that broth is at a boil, I am going to add my meatballs right into the pot. You just wanna gently drop them right in. And don't worry about them sticking because that broth is so hot, it sears them on the outside as soon as they hit the water, and they're good to go. Once I've got all my meatballs, I'm gonna top that with my escarole and then turn my timer on for 5 minutes. Now this soup doesn't take very long to cook. The escarole is gonna wilt down, and as soon as you see those meatballs floating up to the top, that means they are cooked. The finishing touch for this soup is to take 2 eggs and whisk them together with 2 tablespoons of Parmesan cheese. Then I slowly drizzle that into my soup, and it creates these little strands of cheesy, salty, eggy goodness, which infuses its flavor all throughout the soup. And can I please get a thumbs up for cheesy, salty, eggy goodness? And FYI, if you are trying to work towards some of your personal health, fitness, or weight loss goals, this soup is especially great because you've got your lean protein, your dark leafy greens, and you've got all that broth. So it's a really filling, satisfying meal that is packed with protein, greens, and you even get your fat from the cheese and the eggs. Now, if you guys really want to take this soup to the next level, finish it with a little bit of fresh grated Parmesan cheese and a few flakes of spicy red peppers. There's so much flavor. The greens are tender, but they still have a little bit of an edge to them, a little bit of a bite. For me, this is clean and delicious comfort food in a bowl. You absolutely must try this one, and when you do, snap a picture and tag me on Instagram and or on Facebook. Now, if you guys want to print this recipe, head on over to cleananddelicious.com. And if you want inspiration throughout your week, make sure to follow me on my social networks. You'll find me on Facebook, Instagram, Periscope, Twitter. I'm all over the place, people, so let's connect. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'm Danny Spees, and I will see you next time with some more clean and deliciousness. Cheers. This is the kind of meal that is perfect. All right, the soup is ideal because it's really, that was good though. This recipe is, that was like, I don't know, a little bit of healthy fat from those eggs and that fat. We're close, we're really close. And also, right, a little,